Hello everyone. Now we will discuss about the functional based costing. In the previous video, I have already discussed about the calculation of the product costs using functional based costing. In that video, I already explained how to assign the manufacturing costs to products. Now we will continue to discuss about the allocation of service department costs to producing department. The allocation of service department costs to producing department. Actually, there are three methods of the service department cost allocation. The first method, direct allocation methods. The second is non-reciprocal or sequential allocation method. And the last, reciprocal allocation method or algebraic method. Now we will discuss the first method, direct allocation method. So to get more understanding, it's better we are using the example. For example, the company has two service department, power department and cafe department. And then the company also has two producing department, cutting department and assembly department. So when we want to allocate the cost of service department to producing department, actually we have to know the driver that we should use for each department, either service department or producing department. So in this case, for power department, actually the appropriate driver that can be used is kilowatts hour. While cafe department, we can use number of workers as a driver. And then the cutting department, for example, the cutting department is machine intensive, so we can use machine hour as a driver. And then the assembly department, assuming that labor intensive, so we can use direct labor hours as a driver. After we find the drivers for each department, so the next is actually we need to allocate the factory overhead cost to each department. For example, in this case, we have budget costs for power department 1 million, for cafe 4 millions, cutting department 15 million, and then the assembly department actually in this case 10 million. How do we find this number? Actually, we also use direct cost concepts that cost classified by traceability. So direct cost and indirect costs. So costs that can be easily and accurately traced to each department, we classify as direct costs. So actually we can determine easily and accurately for direct cost for each department. And then the common facility costs And the common facility costs actually will be classified as indirect department cost, indirect department cost. So we need to allocate this indirect cost to each department. But in this case, we don't discuss how to allocate the indirect costs of department. So in this case, already given, power department 1 million, cafe 4 million, cutting department 15 million, and assembly department is 10 million. In direct allocation methods, actually the service department costs will be directly allocated to producing department. So there's no cost allocation to other service department. So the power department cost will be allocated directly to cutting department and assembly department. Cafe department cost will be allocated to cutting department and assembly department. So actually in this case, we can start from power department or cafe department. So there is no problem here, because there is no allocation for each other between the service department. Now we will allocate the power department cost to cutting and assembly department because the driver is kilowatts hour. So we need to know the kilowatts hours consumed by cutting department and also by assembly department. For example, in this case, power consumed by cutting department 8,000 kilowatts hour, and then the assembly department consumes power 2,000 kilowatts hours. And then we can allocate the power department costs to cutting department by ratio, the kilowatt hours consumed by each producing department by total kilowatt hours, and then times the 1 million, the power department costs. So 8 million divided by 10 million, 10 million actually 8,000 plus 2,000 kilowatts hour times 1 million. So we will allocate the purchase department, power department costs to cutting department 800,000. And also for the assembly department, we will allocate the power department cost 2,000 kilowatts hour divided by 10,000 kilowatts hour times 1 million, so will be 200,000. So in total must be 1 million. So of 1 million power department cost will be allocated to cutting department 800,000 and will be allocated to assembly department 200,000. The same way actually for cafe department. Cafe department, in this case, the driver that we use, number of workers. So we have to know the number of workers in the cutting department and the assembly department. For example, in this case, cutting department has 5 workers and assembly department has 15 workers. 15 workers. So we allocate the cafe department costs to cutting department and also the assembly department. So in this case, the allocation of cafe department costs to cutting department actually same as a power department. We divided the number of workers for each producing department by the total workers. So in this case, there are 20 workers. So 5 workers divided by 20 workers times the 4 million cafe department costs. So we find 1 million. After we allocate the cafe department cost to cutting department, next we will allocate the cafe department cost to assembly department by dividing the numbers workers of cafe department, in this case 15 workers, by the total workers of producing department times the 4 million. So you find 3 million. So in the total must be the same, 4 million. So the cafe department costs 4 million, and then we allocate to cutting department 1 million, and then we allocate to assembly department 3 million. 3 million. After that, we can calculate the factory overhead rate for each producing department. How to calculate the factory overhead rate for each producing department? Actually, the total factory overhead cost after the allocation of service department costs divided by the normal capacity. So in cutting department, we have normal capacity 10,000 machine hours, and the assembly department, we have normal capacity 5,000 direct labor hours. So we can make a table like this. Yeah. So we have a factory overhead cost before service department cost allocation. So in this case, cutting we have 15 million, assembly 10 million, power 1 million, and cafe 4 million. And then this is the allocation of power costs, 800,000 for cutting and 200,000 for assembly. And then the allocation of cafe costs. Cafe cost actually 4 million. We allocate to cutting 1 million and to assembly 3 million. Okay. As we already calculated above. And then we find the factory overhead costs after service department cost allocation. So for cutting now, 16,800,000. So actually 1,800,000 coming from the allocation of service department costs. And also the assembly, we have total 13,200,000. So actually coming from the allocation of service department costs, 3,200,000. And then next, we will divide by the normal capacity for cutting 10,000 machine hour, and then the assembly 5,000 direct labor hours. And then we find the factory overhead rate. So the total factory overhead after service department cost allocation by the normal capacity. So 16,800,000 divided by 10,000 machine hours. So we find the factory overhead rate 1,680 per machine hour for cutting. And then for assembly, 30,200,000 divided by 5,000 direct labor hours. So we find 2,640, 2,640 rupiah per direct labor hours. This is on the way to calculate the factory overhead rate if we allocate the service department costs using direct allocation method. So if, this is for the example, if 100 units of product A produced take 1,000 machine hours at cutting department and 300 direct labor hours at assembly department, now determine applied factory overhead per unit. So actually we just multiply, right, the actual capacity times the factory overhead rate, same as we discussed before. Yeah. So in this case, the cutting department, actually the actual capacity in this case 1,000 machine hours, and the cutting rate 1,680. So we find 1,680,000. And then for assembly, the actual capacity to produce 100 units of product A, 300 direct labor hours. So 300 direct labor hours time the assembly rate 2,640 per direct labor hours. So we find 792,000. 792,000. So the total applied factory overhead 2,472,000. And then we can determine the applied factory overhead per unit by dividing the number units produced, by number units produced. So in this case, the total applied factory overhead 2,472,000 divided by 100 units produced. So we find 24,720 rupiah per units of products. So applied factory overhead cost per units. So we find 24,720. This is in the way how to calculate the factory overhead costs per units of product, and then the allocation of service department costs using direct allocation method. Next, if you are using the second methods, we call non-reciprocal or sequential allocation method. We are using the same example. For example, in this case, we have same actually data, same data. And then, if you are using non-reciprocal allocation methods or sequential allocation method, actually we need to determine which service, which will be the first be allocated for service department, power department, or cafe department. So that's why in this case we also call sequential allocation methods, because we need to determine the sequence, which one the first, power department or cafe department. Actually, to determine the sequence, actually we can consider the service provided by the service department. So in this case, for example, power department, actually in this case, provide service to cafe, to cutting and assembly, provide electricity, right? But cafe also same, right? Cafe provide services not only to producing department, cutting and assembly, but also power department. Actually, for this case, the non-reciprocal is not appropriate method for this case, because service department in this case provide service for each other. But this is only for example. So if you are using a reciprocal method, non-reciprocal method or sequential allocation method, actually another way to determine the sequence, we can look at the highest cost. So in this case, power 1 million and cafe 4 million. So actually we can start from the highest cost. So we start from cafe. So we are using the sim drivers. So we allocate first cafe department because cafe department has highest cost. To cutting department, but assembly department, and also the power department. So the total workers, 5 for cutting, 15 for assembly, and 5 for power. So the allocation actually, the number of workers for each department divided by total workers times 4 million. 4 million. So in this case, so like this. So we allocate to cutting, to assembly, and to power. And then allocation of cafe department cost to cutting department, 5 workers divided by 5 workers, 5 plus 15 and plus 5, and then times the 4 million, so we find 800,000, and then for assembly, 15 workers divided by 25 workers times 4 million, so 2,400,000, and then to power department, 5 divided by 25 times 4 million, so actually 800,000. Total must equal 4 millions. 4 millions. And then after that, the department that has allocated to other service department will not getting any more allocation from other service department. From in this case, so power department will not allocate to cafe department. That's why non-reciprocal, non-reciprocal. So the power department just directly allocate their cost to producing department. So but in this case, how much will be allocated to producing department? Power actually has a cost 1 million and get allocated cost from cafe department is 800,000. So the total will be 1,800,000. 800,000. So the way to allocate like this. So the power will allocate their cost to cutting and to assembly. No allocate their cost to cafe department. So the allocation of power department cost to cutting department, we are using kilowatts hour. So the cutting department consume 8,000 kilowatts hour times 1,800,000. 1,800,000 actually 1 million plus the power department cost allocation 800,000. So in total 1,800,000. Next, we will allocate the power department cost to assembly department. So the assembly department consume 2,000 kilowatts hour divided by the total kilowatts hour, 10,000 kilowatts hour times 1,800,000. So we find 360 In total, must equal 1,800,000. Next, after we allocate the service departmental costs to producing department, we can calculate the factory overhead rate for producing department. So by dividing the budgeted factory overhead costs for each producing department by the normal capacity. So we can make a table like this. Yeah. So actually this is a factory overhead cost before the service department cost allocation. And then this is the allocation of cafe costs. We have 4 million. We allocate to cutting, assembly, and power. And then allocation of power costs only to producing department. In this case, there is no allocation to cafe, yeah, because non-reciprocal allocation methods. Yeah. And then we get the total factory overhead cost after service department cost allocation. And then we divide it by the normal capacity. So we find the factory overhead rate. So by dividing the total factory overhead after service department cost allocation by the normal capacity, in this case 17,240,000 divided by 10,000, so we find 1,724 per machine hour. Assembly, total factory overhead after the service department cost allocation, 12,760,000. 12,760,000 divided by 5,000 direct labor hours. So we find the factory overhead rate for assembly 2,552 per direct labor hours. We use the same case. For example, the company produce 100 units of product A and takes 1,000 machine hours at cutting department and 300 direct labor hours at assembly department. So determine the applied factory overhead cost per unit. So we can calculate the cutting department costs that are assigned to product A, the actual capacity times the factory overhead rate for cutting. So 1,000 machine hour times 1,724. So we find 1,724,000. And then assembly department, the actual capacity, in this case 300 direct labor hours. 300 direct labor hours times the assembly rate, 2,552 per direct labor hours. So we find 665,600. So the total applied factory overhead, 2,489,600. So next we can determine the applied factory overhead cost per unit by dividing the total applied factory overhead costs by number of unit produced. So in this case, 2,489,600 divided by 100 units. So we find 24,890 rupiah. This is the way how to allocate the service departmental costs using the second methods, non-reciprocal or sequential allocation methods. And also how do we calculate the producing department rate and also the applied factory overhead cost per units of product. The last method is algebraic method or reciprocal allocation method. So if you are using the reciprocal allocation methods or algebraic methods, the power department will allocate its cost to cutting department, assembly department, and cafe department. This one. And actually the same way for cafe department will allocate its cost to cutting department, to assembly department, and power department. So in this case, we can see that there is reciprocal allocation. Reciprocal allocation. The power department allocate its cost to cafe department, and cafe department also allocate its cost to power department. And then, if you for simplicity, we can make the equation in order be able to make the equation, the algebraic equation. So we need to determine the percentage or ratio services provided by each service department. So in this case, power provide service. We are using the driver kilowatts hour in this case. So we can divide it by total. So we find power provide service 54% to cutting, 13% to assembly, and 33% to cafe. Cafe, actually we allocate based on its driver in this case number of workers. So we divide it by number of workers for each department by total workers. So we find cafe provide service to cutting department 20%, assembly 60%, and power 20%. In total must be 100%. So based on this, we can now we can determine the percentage services provided by the service department. So in this case, power department provides service 33% to cafe, and then cafe provides service to power department 20%. Because in this case, we can take from this, right? Power provide service 33% to cafe. Cafe provides service to power 20%. And then, how can we make the algebraic equation? Actually, for power has a cost 1 million, so plus 30. So getting allocation from cafe 20%. So we can make the equation 1 million plus 20% of cafe. Also for cafe has cost 4 million, and getting allocation cost from the allocated cost from the power department 33%. So 4 million plus 33% of power department costs. So this is the we can make the equations. For example, P is power, C is cafe. So we can make the algebraic equation P equal 1 million plus 0.2 C, cafe. Actually, this is 20%. So we eliminate the percentage. So we can make the ratio actually 0.2 C. And also the cafe equal 4 million plus 0.33 P or power. And then we can simplify this equation by replace the variable, by replace when the variable. The variable in this case C, right? So P plus P equal 1 million plus 0.2 C we replace by these numbers. So 4 million plus 0.33 P. So we have the same variable, yeah, in this case P. Yeah. And then we can simplify. So 1 million plus 0.2 times 4 million will be 800,000. And then 0.2 times 0.33. So we find 0.066 P. And then P minus 0.066 P equal 1,800,000. So we find here, because P in this case equal 1 minus 0.066 P, so we find 0.934 P equal 1,800,000. So P is 1,800,000 divided by 0.934. So we find 1,900,000 900,027. So we find 1,927,195. And then we next we can calculate the CAFE after allocation. So CAFE has equation 4 million plus 0.33 P we replace by 1,927,195. So we find in this case 4 million plus 635,974. So the after allocation 4,635,974. Actually 635,974. This is the allocated cost from service department. And then after we find the allocated costs and the total costs for each service department, in this case, this is for power and this one for cafe, and then we can allocate or distribute their cost to department that receive the services. Services. So the allocation of power cost to cutting department, because the power provide service 54%, and then provide service to assembly department 13%, provide service to cafe department 33%, multiplying by the total costs after allocation. So we find this number, and then the total must equal with the total cost that we allocate. The same way, actually for allocation of cafe costs, because cafe provide services to cutting 20%, assembly 60%, and to power 20%. So times the total cost after allocation, we find these numbers. So the total also must be the same, what the total cost that is allocated. And then next we can calculate the factory overhead rate. Actually same as the previous method. So this one, the factory overhead cost before a service department cost allocation. This is the allocation of power costs. Yeah. So the power cost allocate its cost to cutting, assembly, and cafe. And then the allocation of cafe costs to cutting, assembly, and power. So in this case, we can see there is allocation each other between the department, service department. And then we get the total factory overhead after service department cost allocation. After allocation, the power and cafe must be zero, yeah, because their cost has been allocated to producing department. Yeah. And then the total factory overhead cost after cost allocation by the normal capacity, we will find the factory overhead rates for each producing department. So in this case, for cutting 16,967,880 divided by 10,000 machine hours. So we find 1,696.79 per machine hours. And also for assembly, 30 millions, yeah, 32,120 divided by 5,000 direct labor hours. So we find 2,606.42 per direct labor hours. And then using the same case, for example, the company produces 100 units of product A and take 1,000 machine hour at cutting department, 300 direct labor hours at assembly department. So determine the applied factory overhead per unit. So based on this case, we can determine the factory overhead costs that we assign to the product A by multiplying the actual capacity of cutting department, in this case 1,000 machine hours, times the cutting rate, 1,696.79. So we find 1,696,790. And then the assembly department, the actual capacity 300 direct labor hours times the assembly rate 2,606.42. So we find 781,926. So the total applied factory overhead cost 2,478,716. And then we can determine the factory overhead cost per unit, yeah, by dividing the total applied factory overhead costs and the units produced. So in this case, the unit produced 100 units. So 2,478,616 divided by 100 units. So we find 24,787.16. So that's all our meeting, yeah, for the functional based costing, especially the allocation of service department costs to producing department. Actually, there are three methods. The first method is direct allocation methods. The second is non-reciprocal or sequential allocation methods. And the last is reciprocal allocation method or algebraic methods. The main difference among the three, if you are using the direct allocation methods, so the service department costs directly allocated to producing department. There is no allocation for other service department. If you are using the non-reciprocal allocation methods, actually the service department allocate its costs to production department and other service department, but non-reciprocally. The department that has allocate its costs to other service department no more getting allocation from other service department. But in the last method, algebraic methods or reciprocal methods, actually the service department allocate its costs to producing department and also the service department each other. So the service department costs will be allocated to other service department reciprocally. That's why we call reciprocal allocation methods. That's all. Thank you for your attention and see you.